Second word, home.
Home. This is home, truly. Yeah, by Kit Chan, right?
Yes.
Not kitchen, huh?
Not kitchen.
Not kitchen. Kit Chan.
Hey happy people, welcome to SgNL. If you haven't figured that out, it is Singapore Night Live, a little talk show where we ask our Singapore theatre guests some questions, toy around a bit, and just talk, sing song, find out what goes on through their minds on stage, but more importantly, what goes on behind the curtains of our local theatre scenes. Joining me today, our guest is super talented. He is a singer, a songwriter, an actor, and a producer. And on top of that, there's so many more things to list. So join me in welcoming Ric Liu.
Hello everyone! Hello Wayne!
Yes, how have you been, Ric?
Okay. At least I'm still healthy.
Yes,
Fighting the
that's
battle
always good.
outside, with
Fighting it,
invisible friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
and most importantly, staying safe from the pandemic. So I think I can speak for myself here as an actor and a freelancer. It is important to know things beyond acting, like all the things all the skills and all the professions that you picked up over the years. And with the pandemic, now endemic, job stability was not so stable,
Yeah.
So I'm curious, was there a period of time where you considered, leaving the acting and performing career aside and choosing to become more of a full-time graphic designer?
Actually, I'm the opposite because I'm like full-time graphic designer, and then I switched to be an actor for a start.
Okay.
Yeah, because how I do that is I get to experience the first musical, and I'm like, it's like,
This is fun.
yeah, and then it's a new experience, but you don't know whether it's just a temporary thing or
Right.
so. But you get opportunity to kind of like do it again next year, and you do it again the year after next, and so I start to give more time to the theatre. So I start to allocate more time, and then soon enough, it became like half the year will be for design full time, and half the year will be for theatre. Yeah, but as the year goes by, that middle line start to be very fuzzy. That's the stress line because where work overlaps.
Yes.
And so finally I decided to give more time and ultimately all the time to theatre because it's still design. So I'm still basically full-time in not just acting, but designing. And yeah, so best of both worlds.
You used to be a member of a band called Dreams FM.
Yeah, Mong Fei Chuan. And recently we changed our name, updated our name into Mong FM.
Mong FM.
Yeah, so we combine two, so we don't have to speak so much,
Yes,
save a bit of our life.
Save the syllables.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. So I'm very curious, how did you go from being in a band, Dreams FM, to becoming a theatre actor?
I think the bridge was singing because the first show that I did in the theatre scene was a musical.
Oh.
So singing helps to bridge to these two worlds for me, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, but very different world.
Ah.
Yeah. So although I sing in the musical, but the way I sing is different because there's context to it, because you're part of the storyline, so your lyrics become part of basically your what you want to say. Yeah. So it's very different in the form of expression, and also instead of just the three of us on stage, now I have like a crew of people on stage or
Yes.
outside beside the stage, and I have to work with lighting, work with sound and props and set. Yeah, it's not just focusing on like an artist, but you're focusing on the characters, and there are many characters, and the story flows from scene to the next scene, and so that's very different. Yeah, at least for me at that time to kind of like experience it, comprehend it, and try to articulate. Yeah.
I know you sing really well with all the musicals and music that you've put out. So let's find out how well you sing in our next segment called Sing Song Time. It is time
To sing.
some song. It is
Sing song time! Song!
Songbo! Alright, so Ric, this segment is really simple. So
Okay.
I'll give you a word and you have to sing a song that has that word in its lyrics.
Oh, easy.
Easy, right? No, you only have 10 seconds on the clock for each word.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
so
you
what's
ready?
it?
Ready
Okay.
for your first word? First word. Ready, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Your first word is love.
对你爱不完. Yeah.
Good
No.
start, amazing. Okay, second word, home.
Home. This is home, truly. Yeah, by Kit Chan, right?
Yes.
Not kitchen, huh?
Not kitchen.
Not kitchen. Kit Chan.
Okay. Third word, song.
Song. Redemption song. Bob Marley. Yeah. But not.
Nice, nice. Okay, ready? Yeah. Fourth word. Okay. Flower.
好一朵美丽的茉莉花. Yeah.
Nice.
江苏民谣.
Okay, next word.
Okay.
Ready? Eyes.
Eyes.
Yes.
Oh, eyes. 眼睛 eye. Smoke gets in your eyes.
I heard that before.
Yeah,
Wow.
the platters. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Or the barbecue and then smoke goes into your eyes. Yes. Okay, next
Okay,
one.
next one.
天空.
Sky.
Sky.
天天天蓝. Han Yue.
Wow. Okay. So let's up the challenge a bit. I'll give you 2 words this time. Okay.
Oh.
People and power. See what I can come up with.
Power to the people.
Same. I was thinking of the exact same thing. That's
John
why I gave you
Lennon,
those
yes,
2
yes.
words. John Lennon.
John Lennon.
Okay. Second last word.
All right.
Toy.
Toy factory. Toy.
Nice one.
Like toy soldiers. Matika.
Very good song.
Yeah.
Very good song. Last word.
Okay.
太阳 sun.
太阳 sun. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun. The Beatles. Yeah.
Nice. Amazing. So you are an excellent singer on the spot, coming up with lyrics on the spot. Wow. Amazing, Rick.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Now let's move on to the next section. My favorite segment called Let's Get Real. Alright, so you've been in the theatre industry and performing for some time.
Yeah.
But do you remember how did your first audition go?
That will be for 天伦就回来, if there are seasons. So I was there for the audition. So the first one I have to go through is to sing, and then go into doing a monologue in front of the 2 directors. And then so I thought I finished the monologue. They're like, okay. And then suddenly one of the directors said, can you try to like be in a character, any character, but you need to kind of like, maybe like rubbing your toes, in between your toes, and you smell them and you feel that it's very smelly, but at the same time delivering that same monologue. So I did that, but I think the good thing about, for me, because I wasn't like theatre trained, so to a certain extent, there wasn't much of a baggage, like I need to perform or something. So I just like, okay, so I just pretend I'm this character and I'm doing this and I say the lines and basically just having fun.
Right.
And
That's good.
I think
That's
that
good.
probably landed me one of the roles. So yeah, I was lucky.
Yeah, sometimes the act of just doing something is compared to pretending to do or performing that action.
Yeah.
The first one comes across as more genuine, of course.
Yeah, it's just to enjoy yourself and to play pretend in a sense. It was not easy, basically, auditioning for a show because there's a lot of stress. You don't know what will come out.
Nerves.
Yeah, and then you prepare your lines. That, what if I messed up? So
Blank out, you forget the lines.
yeah. And the worst time is the time when you just sit outside the room waiting. I think that was the worst. Waiting is always very scary. But I think the main thing is once you step inside, you just basically try to not think about anything. It's just like when we perform on stage, like whether I get my lines down, whether I remember the lyrics to the song, the musical, but once you have a self-doubt, you will trip.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like once you at the side of the stage before you go in, you don't think about things or you don't try to recall your lines or the lyrics. You just tell yourself that I already know them because I've done my homework.
Yes.
And you just
And
go
trusting
in-
that the
yeah.
body remembers.
and then go in as
Your
the
instinct.
character. So I think for audition as well, like we can go in as the character of someone going into audition.
So my next question is that you've probably gotten a lot of advice from people throughout the years, and I would ask, what is the best piece of advice you've ever received, and who was it from?
Best piece of advice. Well, I can think of is when I was young. it's my mom basically. And it's not a verbal advice, it's two things. First is her support, her unquestionable support. And the second one was actually through action. Because my mom, very good cook, but just like observing, because I was just like observing her in the kitchen when I was young. You know, so, and also I can steal some food.
Yes.
Because it's delicious.
We all love to do
Yeah,
that.
so when I saw her cook everything, I saw how the way she treated her ingredients, her like vegetables. She will cut away all the part that was eaten up by the insects and all that, and she'll wash them
Very
carefully.
meticulous about the
Yeah.
process.
So and then she'll cook them, and that kind of attitude and professionalism that she put into her work influenced me in the things that I do afterwards. You know, unconsciously. So sometimes I will do something and I will like really put 101% into it during the process of doing it. So I think that attitude kind of formed the core in me, which I didn't realize until quite a few years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, but when suddenly I start to recall, like, so who are the people that influenced me? You know, usually I might start thinking of all the great artists, or scientists, or philosophers, and then suddenly like, no, it's actually my mom.
wow. Thank you for sharing those wholesome stories about your mother. I mean, as children, our parents are always our first role models in life. And I think we do learn a lot from the way they choose to express their love and their affections towards us. And I can see your mother was a brilliant, brilliant person because of how you turned out, Ric. So thank you, Ric, for being such a wholesome guest on our episode today of Singapore Night Live.
Thank you, Wayne. And it's
Thank you
great
for
to see,
joining us today.
like, hey, you know, young energy in the scene.
Thank you, Ric.
Yeah, the future is bright.
Thank you so much for joining us today on today's episode of SgNL.
And wait, will this be on YouTube?
Yes, definitely, it's going to be on YouTube. On speaking of that, do remember to like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell button. Thank you. Remember to support the arts.
Yeah.